What the fuck? It sounded like ice, but it fell onto the floor.
I was on your ice machine for a while, like, no ice was falling out.
Oh, well, it must.
Do you want to go investigate, Haley, and we'll check the tape later?
Yeah, Haley, go check out the kitchen and see if there's
Haley, go in the kitchen and see what happened. Go see what it was. I really thought she was going to.
That would have been great. Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 7, Episode 50.
It's the big 5-0.
I was going to say that.
We're cleaning up some of the less exciting extra stuff in the game this week. We're going to go look for stellazios.
Yep, that's going to happen.
Monsters.
We're going to go frog catching in the marshes.
Frog catching, man.
A lot of frog catching.
Man, my memory of the frog catching is that it's just so boring.
Well, it's just annoying. You try to get them, they jump away.
Well, you can get like 3 or 4 each pond.
You know, and you're trying to figure out, are they male, are they female?
Yeah,
which one should I leave? Did I leave a female already? Is that the same one that I caught?
You gotta wait for them to repopulate and come back.
But we're going to learn all about it.
We're going to do it all.
Because I'm going to read about the mechanics in detail.
We're going to do everything that's on the table.
I don't have any business bullshit to deal with to elongate this opening. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Or should we just go?
Let's just go.
Let's just go.
So I'm looking at the Moogle letters. In total, there are 27 letters to be delivered, including the all-important ones in Disc 4. In fact, you can ignore all the other letters except the endgame ones and still complete this quest.
Well, that's bullshit because
most of the Moogles in the game are met only once, so if you miss a letter, chances are it's gone forever.
Who to that information?
The final 5 letters can only be delivered in Disc 4, even if you manage to unlock Magnet Central much earlier. Begin by paying Kupo a visit in Alexandria's bell tower. You'll also see Stiltskin, who offers to sell you one final bundle of items.
So Spencer was complaining about how there's nothing to do at Magnet Central when you find it. Mm-hmm. But there will be 5 more letters on Disc 4.
Right.
To complete the Magnet quest. We just weren't far enough yet.
Mm-hmm. Apparently all the letters before Disc 4 don't matter.
Yeah, so I mean, that's lucky, I guess, because we were pretty upset about missing those ones.
I still think
earlier.
Emotionally it mattered, and it's wrong that we missed those letters, but hey. It didn't matter for the quest. Meanwhile, I'm running around Chocobo's Paradise, where there are those Chocobos you can't access who have clues, and I'm trying to talk to all of them.
I think we've done that. He gave us the ribbon.
In fact, Chocobo's still awaiting our return, later. Oh my god, I found another elevator in here that I had never found before.
I knew there had to be one.
I know. Fucking goddamn it. I really don't know how I missed it the first time.
Well, I think it's like hidden behind something that doesn't look like you can go behind.
But now I can access that slide that I couldn't access before. Oh, I could hop off while riding it. Yeah, the slide dumps you out back in front of the fat chocobo, but there was like a moment during the slide where you could hop off of it to a ledge. Mm-hmm. Isn't that clever? See, there's that one. It's over here, hidden back here, up here.
Jeez,
yeah.
I even walked back there to look for that.
I know. Ah! It's hard to get the timing right to jump off this
There's
thing.
like a split-second window where there's an exclamation point above the Chocobo's head. You gotta hit X.
Fucking quick time event going on here. Whoa. Hi, buddy. This time I successfully do it. I can now talk to the blue Chocobo.
Standing up on top of one of the pillars.
The east side of the mountain on Seaways Canyon. Unforgotten Canyon. Yeah. His clue is a hint we already have.
Yeah, we already got that.
That's the stupid one that we spent forever looking for last week.
Yeah, I think we've probably found all the ones they have clues for here.
Man, Chocobo's Paradise is awesome. Okay, now what?
I want to catch frogs.
Catch some frogs. Go to the swamps we have not swamped.
There's one right ahead of us.
We're about to get some swamp ass.
And then we should probably go to Trino. We can see if we can deliver any of the letters we have.
Yeah, Okay. Yeah, if
I
you
have to look at them.
Yeah, if you find out who it is.
Baby frog, here go.
Wow, we almost have never caught a baby frog.
I think we must have been here once before, and now it's repopulating.
Well, that would make sense. We've interacted with this frog minigame little enough to not understand how it works over time yet.
Well, we haven't read anything about it.
We have captured 23 frogs.
I think he has to get 99.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end point.
We're about to go the way of the fucking gourmand.
Motherfucker! Your time is over. There's a new generation. Make way. Fuck you! Get back here! Yes, keep it.
If this becomes too much, I have a suggestion of something that might make it trivial.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's not a crazy idea to think that the 4X that helped us with the Chocobo Hot and Cold could maybe help us here. But the problem is there's no timer on this.
And the frogs move faster, too. It's not really easy to move around precisely at 4x speed.
Well, they're moving fast, too, so maybe maybe it's not going to be
But at
much
least
easier.
You don't have to wait as long for them to fucking...
Move? That's true.
Like, I'm only interested in this one.
I think you have to get further away from him for him to jump out. Yeah, almost got him.
Yeah, at 4x speed, they're only on the shore for like a second. Like, they're just jumping all over the place. It makes it impossible.
At this speed, they're like a cup game.
Well, I mean, there's only one adult frog in here.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. Well, we can wait for these guys to become, how much does time take?
I've caught all the frogs that are reasonable for this pond, so I'm going to leave and go to another one.
I
How does
bet it
time
has to do
pass?
with battles. That's usually how it works in these games.
It'd be a really funny question to ask in the real world is like, how does time pass in this world? We're going to read later that time passes by having time pass.
Yeah, in older games, though, it was like a random encounter counts as like a time increment or and stuff
Or
like
you
that.
go to sleep at an inn.
There was always some like specific way time
This
passes.
is like a real time in the game thing.
Yeah, this one I think you just have to wait.
What causes it to go?
We have no idea.
Sleeping seems to advance it fast.
I mean...
You know?
Yeah.
Sleeping advances time, and battles...
Battles?
Battles advance time.
Fun, people say that. Fun makes time faster.
Fun makes time faster, for sure. It gives time the ability of flight. I'm gonna have a peanut butter cup. Nice.
There's a gold frog in here. Look how full this pond is.
Gold frog!
We're back at the first pond we ever went to. And
Oh my God.
We've done so good at taking care of the ecosystem. Look at this shit.
I know, we like enhanced evolution.
No, I'm not leaving yet. No, I haven't had enough. I catch some more. Keep it.
And so since there's a golden frog, I mean, obviously you want the golden frog, right? That's got to be like worth 5 frogs or something.
We took it before.
Why else would it be golden?
But wait, now there won't be any more golden frogs.
You're right, I should have left it. Well,
That can't be how it works.
I don't know if that's how
How
it
did
works.
the golden
We
one
should
appear
look
in the
up how
first
it-
place?
I don't
It's
know how it
spontaneous.
works. There's been one before.
Thinking about how we need golden frogs to breed more golden frogs, I start looking it up.
I think it's fucking insane that there's not a character who's like a biologist or a frog guy or
the
something.
Quail, the fucking chef who
explains
comes out
how
and
the
gives you the stuff.
ecosystem works.
Yeah.
Like, because it's the main mechanic
Somebody
here,
should
and
say
nobody like comments on it even a single
Not
time.
even the Moogle who
Like
lives in this fucking
they
place.
don't even say something like, and remember, frogs can't breed if there's no frogs. Like, they don't even bring it up, the idea. Anyway, I guess they assume you've been to school.
Gold frog, FF9, frog catching. The golden frog accelerates frog growth by lowering the maturity level requirements. There are 3 variations on the effect the gold frog can have.
So I should have left it.
Might be. Frog growth is time-based. Each marsh handles the passage of time differently.
What? Why?
And has its own rate of growth and regeneration.
Of course.
Just like the real world. While I read this, you start heading to the next marsh. There are limits to how little or how much time is necessary to affect a pond's inhabitants. The game decides what will happen in the pond the moment the player enters the marsh. Infrequent visits can be detrimental. Frogs will disappear from the pond if single gender groups are left behind on a marsh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you kind of want to not just leave the adult females, but...
Makes sense,
So it's not just the time passing, but how often you visit that, like, causes them to breed and stuff.
Only time spent outside the marshes matters. The ponds have a preset mix of frogs before the player's first visit that is almost guaranteed to change when the player arrives due to the passage of time, since all ponds begin with 0, 0 as their time of last exit. This making sense to you?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Because they all start the same, and then time is happening even though you haven't even visited them yet.
Got it, yeah,
you won't get there at exactly the same time.
Frog maturity is determined by a level system. Each adult frog, baby frog, and tadpole gains a level for every marsh time period that has passed since the last visit. Current level dictates the current stage of maturity. The level cap is 15, but a frog can begin mating when it has reached level 10.
Okay.
Luckily, these numbers don't matter very much.
Ultimately, we just gotta go get a bunch of them.
And you're not going to be tracking frog levels or any shit like that.
No.
That's like stuff that's behind the scenes.
It's all behind the curtain.
You got to leave for frogs to come back.
And then
when
you come back, you can get more of
catch
them.
The frogs, yeah.
Level 1 through 4 is tadpole, level 5 to 9 is baby, levels 10 to 15 is adult. If a marsh is cleared empty, a level 1 female and level 1 male will spawn on the next visit. So you can't like totally fuck yourself. You can rebuild. Whether a pair of frogs will reproduce is chance based. Each pond has 8 frog slots.
Like,
why is this complicated?
It's crazy how intense something has to be to feel random.
Yeah. Each pond has 8 frog slots, and at level up, an adult male and adult female will mate as many times as there are available slots until either a tadpole is born to fill a slot or mating fails at every slot.
Mating can fail.
If there are several levels to gain at one time, the mating process will occur before each level up is given.
I have a feeling they had a much more involved game plan for this thing that just didn't have. Like, why
There's a 50% chance a tadpole will be born per available slot. Only couples of frogs will mate. There is no polygamy.
Wait, so they mate for life? Like, they match up and are mates now?
The random number generator allows the player to play the odds via resets.
There's no polygamy among these frogs.
They're like penguins. You've made it to another marsh and you're running around getting the frogs.
I think whoever made the frog game must have just been like vying for a promotion or something. Like, this is so crazily involved.
And yet
It
nobody
doesn't matter.
tells
Like,
you
it
about
do-
any
and
of
it doesn't matter either.
doesn't.
Like, it doesn't. Like, frogs mate for life. Like, whoa,
I
the
guess you could
PlayStation
take a frog
is
that...
remembering which frogs have mated for some
and if
reason.
you take one of the pair, then the other one won't produce anymore.
I know.
Saving the game outside a marsh, one can reset and try again to spawn more frogs. Because it's about like when you enter the marsh. If a single gender group of adults, babies, or tadpoles are left behind, they will simply disappear.
I see.
There's a bug wherein any frog occupying the 8th slot will not count when the game determines the number of males and females left, meaning one is at risk of returning to an empty pond after leaving a male and a female behind. It is impossible to determine which frog is in which slot, so the player cannot anticipate. Okay, the golden frog.
This is the worst one.
This is good stuff.
This map is terrible.
This is really Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah, this is how fantasies are supposed to be.
The golden frog accelerates the frog growth by lowering the maturity level requirements. There are 3 variations on the effect the golden frog can have. Babies are born at level 1 and become adults at level 2. Tadpoles can become babies at level 2 and adults at level 4. Or tadpoles can become babies at level 3 and adults at level 6. So it just like really accelerates the growth of everything if there's a golden frog. The golden frog also changes the successful mating chance to anywhere from 50 to 100% per available slot. The bonus is applied to the golden frog's home pond. If the player catches the golden frog, the next one may give a different bonus. Only one golden frog can exist at one time. The odds of a newborn tadpole being the golden frog are 50% if one does not already exist. A newborn golden frog has the same maturity level requirements as a normal frog, and its presence will not have an effect until it's an adult. When the golden frog reaches adulthood, any frogs already present are updated to reflect the new maturity level requirements. This is so complicated.
Whenever they release the remake of this game, it'll be a real shame if this is any less psychotically done. Like, if this is, like, turned into, like, a Tamagotchi frog or some other thing.
They gotta rebirth it.
Like, it's
They gotta fucking go nuts.
Be more involved in this.
The golden frog participates in the mating process and thus is at risk of disappearing or falling victim to the 8th slot bug. If a golden frog is eliminated via one of these ways, the next tadpole to be born to its slot will be the new golden frog and give the same bonuses. There's a way to determine the golden frog's gender. The player should first catch all but one male, one female, and the golden frog. Exit the marsh and save on the world map. Upon returning, the player should catch the male or the female and exit and re-enter without saving. If the player caught the female and the pond is empty upon return, the golden frog is male. If the player caught the male and the pond is empty on return, the golden frog is female. Now the player can reset the game and catch the right frog. This protects against frogs of the same gender disappearing, but not against the 8th slot.
What the fuck is the point of doing that? Why would you care to do that? Like, what is the,
That way you could determine the golden frog's gender.
Okay, great.
I find how complicated this is really entertaining.
Well, something I think is amazing about all this that's been written about it is that there's no reason you need to be this efficient with the frog catching. Like, they repopulate on their own just fine with you not paying attention to it at all.
Yeah.
And so the fact that someone went in there and was like, what is the fastest possible way I could catch
And can you imagine
frogs
pulling that thread
is
and
amazing
slowly
to me.
realizing what you were in for as you researched
Well,
this?
it's because you probably want to get the frog drop to be as powerful as you can, and you've decided you're not going to waste any more of your time than you need to.
Yeah,
so you've run all the numbers.
Also, you get a robe of lords from doing that, so that would be a way to get a robe of lords without getting 10,000 points. I don't fucking know.
Just this guy.
A golden frog born on the first visit to the Mistcontinent Marsh will not take the appearance of a golden frog until after the party meets quail, but its effect is immediate. Whichever frog Zidane catches for Kina upon their first meeting will not be removed from the pond data. Tips: it's best to always leave one male and one female behind. One should not catch the golden frog unless wanting for it to respawn at a different marsh. One should not leave a group of frogs of the same gender alone with a single frog of the opposite gender. This does not increase the reproduction rate. Frequent marsh visits stunt frogs' growth. We have to get to 99 frogs, my friend. Jesus Christ.
I remember this not being as bad as I initially assumed it was going to be when you told me we needed 99.
Yeah, we're up to 32 right now.
Yeah, and last we checked, we had like 23.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
but you've hit 3 of the 4 marshes right now, so you're about to go to the 4th, and then we'll have to wait a little while.
I mean, it takes a while. It takes a while, but like we don't get to a point where we're like, okay, there's a male and a female here, and I hope it's not the 8th slot.
No, it
because
doesn't.
Otherwise,
because
we're
we'll
fucked.
get that
like
bug.
that doesn't happen.
No. It's not like fucking abolishing random.
No,
Delling
nothing
City.
like that.
Frog is the weakest card in Tetramaster.
We get one more. Okay, fine. There can be 4 here.
Well, you have to get 99 for the thing to happen.
I'm not deterred.
Get as many as you can now, and we'll do another.
That's a good idea. We should. I'm gonna visit all the marshes,
and then we'll leave them alone for a while and let them regenerate. You know, there will be a new golden frog, probably being born right now. How long does it take to respawn frogs? Somebody says about 45 minutes to an hour. Fuck.
But they're not all on the same timer. So as we are in one marsh, time is passing. You know.
No, I get it. I now see what the game is. Like how you need to be constantly getting frogs and. We definitely should have been stopping off in marshes more regularly. There is that one marsh that's on an island.
Yeah, I went there first.
Okay, cool. Also, where's the last stellazios?
I don't know where those are. We gotta feed the animals.
The
animals we can feed. I thought there was a fucking marsh up here, but I guess I'm wrong.
This person's like, I just need a roundabout. I'm trying to get 100 frogs and a robe of lords before entering the grotto. This person says, all I do is continuously go around the world to each marsh. And by the time I'm back to where I started, there's a decent amount of frogs in the pond. You've arrived at the 4th pond.
Yep.
Occasionally, I'll take a 20 to 30 minute break or so of leveling, auctioning, etc. Oh man, we should make a bunch of money and go to the auction house. Upon getting our 33rd frog, Quail appears. He's got a new thing for us. Oh, it looks like...
we just got a new weapon from this
Sweet,
guy.
yeah. It's called the Bistro Fork.
Yep, he gives you good weapons sometimes.
The forks are getting fancier.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it here.
It looks like we can steal a robe of lords from a climax of this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but you need the 99.
So I think I've hit all of them.
Okay. How many are there?
I think there are 4.
So with the frog ponds defrogged, we start looking for anything that we could possibly do that is not going to Ibsen's castle.
Yeah, we're gonna do some other stuff, because, like, we gotta let the ponds repopulate.
That
you
too.
know.
Should we try to deliver our Moogle letters?
Yeah. I guess I can't see the letters until I go.
Talk to a Moogle?
Yeah, for some reason, I think one of them might be in Burmecia. I was reading. And we haven't been there since the disaster.
Do we know if we've gotten the Aries stellazio?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure which ones we have. We got Capricorn, I think.
Do we get Cancer? Because that's actually, if you're going to Burmecia, I don't know which of these we have or don't have.
I think we got like Virgo.
Yeah, we got Virgo. That one was in the
Capricorn.
village. There's a bunch of them.
I think we only have 3.
The good news is we can go and get them at any time. We still don't know what's up with Earthquake Land. This is Burmecia. Burmecia.
It's all still all dramatic and rainy here.
So we've come here for 2 reasons. One, to find out if we can drop a letter by finding a Moogle, and the other to find the stellazio. Yeah, okay, so right here on this screen, there's a wooden box in the middle of the first street that should have Cancer in it. There you go.
There it is.
Cancer. And while you're doing all that, I'm looking up any other side quests or other things that exist in the game. You're gonna love this. Remember that fountain in Trino where you can like throw in 10 gil? Well, if you throw in 10 gil 13 times, you'll receive a stellazio coin.
Hell yeah. You're right. I do love that. Death.
Looking for Mog in all the wrong places. Looking for Mog.
I'm looking for Mog.
These are great
We
backgrounds.
saved that rat guy in here, and then his whole family got fucking killed anyway.
Haley, these aren't dog treats. These are barely human
The
treats.
fact that they're considered human treats says something disturbing about our psychology.
Yep.
We're eating out of that bucket of various corn chips.
The chip bin.
Yeah, I'd say it's about halfway done.
Yeah, it's looking like around there. Something very disturbing about our psychology. Mog!
A big jar of corn.
A lot of corn in here. Because there's the corn chips, which are made from whole grain corn. And then there's the tortilla chips, which are made from whole grain corn. And then there's the curls, which are made from cornmeal. Or sorry, that's fried cheese curls. And then there's pretzels, that's made from flour and corn oil. And there you have it. Baby, you got a party mix going.
Well, fuck it, whatever.
I guess I decide I can't find the Moogle again.
So we
and I
go
leave.
towards Trino. Go to Trino.
Yeah, it's so good to just get a whole mouthful of different chips.
There you are. I think it's on the screen. Like, next to these. Yeah, there. So you walk up to the fountain in Trino and start throwing coins into it. You feel happier. Yeah, every time you throw 10 gil in coins
Well,
into
that
the
must
water,
mean that each coin is 10, right? That's how this money
yeah,
works.
there's a 10 gil coin.
Yeah.
I imagine that would get heavy with how much money we have. But it tells you whenever you throw money into the fountain that you feel happier.
Oh, I'm about to feel really happy.
We must have done this at least once or twice.
I'm sure we did it once,
Well, I'm sure we did not do it 13 times. Like a perfect amount where you definitely be like, I mean, it doesn't seem like it does anything. Except tell you, oh, we got the Gemini.
Nice.
Yeah, so not only did we get the Gemini stellazio, but we're also unbelievably happy.
Yeah, and we're in the stellazio town, so we can drop off the ones we have.
Oh, I've just hit a pocket of Cheetos Gold.
Fried cheese curls.
A vein of fried cheese curls. Had to get through so many chips to get to there. We should dredge this thing.
Yeah, we should put it out on a shaker table. Classify out all the chips from the cheese curls and pretzels. Repackage it, sell it as cheese curls. No one will even know.
Nobody will know.
Woohoo. Purify a dirty product.
Yeah? Are you looking for a Moogle in here to find out what letters we need?
I mean, that's on my list. I was gonna go back to stellazio.
Oh yeah, are they in this town? Yeah, let's try to get a census of what we've got. Oh wait, there's another one in Trino.
Oh yeah?
Behind the item shop stall. It's possible we have it as Taurus.
The item shop stall, was it in this chest right
It's
here?
behind this thing. Yeah, right there. That exclamation point.
There we go.
Got it. Clean it up.
These things are really well hidden.
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't push around on every edge of every map, there's no way you found them.
Sure, our houses are crappy, but at least they're still standing.
Sure, buddy.
This guy is a carpenter.
There's one at the entrance to Ibsen's castle. And then there's some in places we haven't been to.
Dude, our treasure hunter rank is C.
Wow. I mean, there's like one fucking treasure left in the world. Motherfucker. What do we get when our treasure rank is higher?
I don't know. Into the secret clubhouse, hopefully.
I say we get all the stellazios that we can, but there's like one or two that we can't right now.
So we have a letter from Mulan to Magtaka.
Alright, let me look up Magtaka. You finally talked to a Moogle and checked the Mognet.
Yeah, if there's a way to do this without talking to a Moogle, I don't know what it is. So this is why we've been looking for a Moogle, is just so we can see what letters.
And who we delivered these letters to.
Yeah.
We've got one from Mulan to Magtaka and one from Magki to Kumul. Yeah, this is hilarious. Somebody was like, I've searched all over Mount Gulag for him. I can't find him. I've searched every nook and cranny, every room, everything. No Magtaka. Where the heck is he? And someone just goes, you're a Magtaka with a smiley face. And the response is, be serious, please. Where is he,
dude.
she?
A rat tail is one of the items today.
Ooh. While I'm looking up Magtaka's location,
I stop off at the auction house because I know there's some stuff we haven't done here.
the main item is one we recognize.
Yeah, the rat tail, which is a callback all the way to Final Fantasy 1, which gets me thinking some crazy things about what might be possible still in this game that we haven't discovered.
What was the name
No.
of
Fuck you guys. Stop going up. No.
So I'm trying to win this rat tail. So I keep outbidding, like as soon as somebody bids, I'm like, no, me. And
Right.
then that triggers, like, I don't understand how this auction house works yet, but
Well, the problem is we only have 14,727 gil.
and we're already at 12,300 for the next bid.
Yeah.
And like every time I bid, they outbid me by like a couple grand or more.
Fuck you. Fuck. We gotta get more money.
It looks like Magtaka's, we can't get there yet. What's the name of the other Moogle?
I'm not sure.
We don't have a ton of cash right now.
He has a rat tail. Bahamut wants rat tails.
Oh,
You know that as well as I do.
right. I do. I know that just as well as you do.
But I also know, as well as you do, Jeff, that we already have Bahamut.
But that doesn't matter in this
In my mind, I'm like, there's a rat tail. That means there's a Bahamut side quest. We're going to become paladins.
I hope that's what that's for. If it's not, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed.
That was what we gave him in the first game, right?
Yeah. To go to the Baja Mitzvah, you gotta have the rat tail to prove your worth.
Right.
Get your second class.
I'll try to find out about these stellazio.
Here's cancer.
So we start giving all of the stellazio that we have to the bird lady in the cages. Mm-hmm. They give us something after every one. So we have 5 now, it looks like.
They just said we have 7.
Does she say anything when you talk to her?
She's only interested in stellazio. I mean, you can see the ones she has.
Yeah,
there's
but-
Taurus, there's That one.
Figuring out which ones are left is not easy.
Well, because we don't have a list of what we've given her, but we can see them all spinning in the cages, and they each have, like, the zodiac symbol on them. So, like, if we look up, like, I don't know all the symbols off the top of my head, you know?
But I guess we could count up. I'm trying to get to the bottom of what's left.
Well, we've done 7, right? So, I mean, we know how many are left, but we just don't know which ones.
Do you think we have Aries?
I don't know.
Because that one's in the village of Dolly in the windmill room. We have that one. I found it organically. If we have Scorpio, that's in Quan's dwelling. Libra is in Madain Sari. Leo is in Alexandria Castle. Sagittarius is in Lindblom. I think we got Capricorn, which was in Deguero.
We definitely got Capricorn.
And then Aquarius is in Ibsen's Castle. Others are in places we haven't gotten to yet. Yeah, Haley. Do 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 do. Come on. You're not getting a starburst.
There was a monster to feed in here.
Oh, those things. So I know we're all over the place here, but you start looking for a friendly monster. One of the things we know is on our list. Should I look up friendly monsters?
Yeah, you can. Or we could just head to Ibsen's Castle.
Well, we have a few more stellazio to get, right?
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if you were like
we might as well just grab them.
Which ones to get.
Well, I've narrowed down a bit.
Okay, I'll hand it over to you in a second. You can go get them. We might have fed this monster. I can't remember if we came back or not.
We've definitely run into Moo, right? That was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Have we run into Ghost?
Yeah, Mr. Ghost was number 2.
I'm looking for the friendly monster on the ice continent, but I'm looking in a forest where all the other ones were, but this is the one friendly monster that's not in the forest.
Yeah.
I gotta go out
on the ice.
Out onto the plains.
And then Ladybug.
I think we found Ladybug.
Yeti.
Yeah, we found Yeti.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay. Nymph.
I don't know if we found Nymph or not.
This is the image. I feel like we have not.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So Nymph is in the forest and plains near the leafa tree. And then there's a Jabberwock. I don't think we did the Jabberwock. Mm-hmm. And a feather circle. And then we did Garuda. And then there's just one other. I think we can get all of them right now.
Okay, maybe we should do that.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Nymph is...
Are you on the Lost Continent?
No. I'm on the frozen continent.
Isn't that the Lost Continent?
I don't know.
It is. The Lost Continent is the frozen continent. Apparently any snow-covered area on the Lost Continent will have this guy, the Feather Circle, who wants Moonstone. Have we run into him?
I don't think so. Whoa, okay.
We start re-equipping our stuff and seeing what all these items that we've got are and what they're good at. The Black Robe has some pretty great stuff to learn.
Yeah, well, this is all the endgame abilities that we've unlocked now.
Here we go.
Now that's... Oh, shit. At the Robe of Lords, wait, what does it give you?
Reflect null. I don't know what it means.
Click the mog thing. The Greatest Robe.
Gets
Wind
wind
damage
damage,
reduced
yeah.
by 100%, huh? We might want more than one Robe of Lords.
Probably.
It's a good thing that I read
Seems
that
really good.
I know where you can steal another one.
Okay, so everyone's learning stuff.
That's good.
So I just run around on the snow?
It said snowy areas.
Okay.
Damn it. I guess it's possible we already saw
It
this
is
thing.
totally possible. It's so possible.
In fact, it's remarkable that we didn't run into it.
Yeah.
Because you walked all the way around this whole
Yeah.
continent. You might have been on a chocobo. Maybe that's what happened. I'm trying to remember.
It's...
I remember you went the long way around the
I
mountain.
think I was on the
here, and-
chocobo.
okay, that explains it. Because I was like, I was just
did
watching
we
this
miss
again. I
it?
was like, how did we?
It's so entirely possible that we've seen this thing.
No, not on the dirt.
I mean, I was gonna run across the dirt.
That was a ballsy thing to do. 99 high potions. I feel like we might have seen this guy. We spent a bunch of fucking time here, and they give him to you quick. Not getting the friendly monster encounter on the frozen continent, we decide to leave.
We assume we must have gotten it because it didn't pop up. I'm positive that we get it later.
So, forget this asshole. I think there's only 3 of these left. So we have the nymph, the Jabberwock, and the Jan.
Yeah, where's Jan?
Both Jan and the nymph are near the Aoife tree, but Jan's on a specific island in a forest. An island called Vile Island.
But Jan, is he the one we go to when we've seen all of them? Does he have to be the last one? Because that's how it works, is what I remember reading, is like there's...
Let me see. It says, yeah, like, do the 8 and then Jan. Alternatively, the player can choose to defeat the friendly Jan. What are we doing here?
Finding nymph. You said in a forest near the tree.
You can choose to defeat the friendly Jan instead of giving it a diamond, as it's the only friendly enemy that doesn't run away from being attacked. If the player chooses to defeat the Jan, they can claim its spoils of 50 AP and a Rosetta ring. This can be done repeatedly, for the Jan will reappear until it's given the diamond it asks for. So you can grind 50 AP.
That's so...
And farming...
Oh my god.
But it says... Friendly Jan is among the toughest opponents in the game to defeat.
Okay. Well, I think we should go take on a friendly Jan, probably.
These things are way harder than I think you're assuming.
We spend a long time failing to conquer regular Jan.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about the friendly one.
No.
Like, a normal Jan is more than a match for our party.
The quest becomes impossible to finish if you use up all your limited gems before giving them to the monsters.
What would you use them on?
I don't know. There being 9 friendly monsters in the side quest is likely one of the many allusions to the number 9 found in the game.
Okay.
Outside Deguero and surrounding islands, the player might run into a gimme cat. Yay!
I found Nymph. She's like a green Tinkerbell.
She asked for ore. She's gonna want 3 of them. Well, then we're gonna have to find the ragtime mouse a few more times. Eat this ore. Wow, thank you. Give some to Jabberwock too, okay? Okay, so Jabberwock.
Yeah, where do I find this joker?
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Forests and plains in evening areas north of Oilvert. It can be tricky to find, but should appear in areas bathed in dusk on the grassland terrain, or on the chocobo tracks on the dirt, or in the forests. So it must be like where it dims by Oilvert. Really good thinking getting, this is like an AP farming moment, making sure that they're learning good stuff. But listen to this, you're gonna love this. There's a thing called the Gimme Cat, which is outside of Deguero. It requests that the player gives it a diamond. The Gimme Cat is not part of the Friendly Monsters side quest, and it will give nothing in return if given a diamond. Gimme Cat does not use the track Fairy Battle, unlike the actual Friendly Monsters, which is a clue to the deception attempt. When we ran into the Gimme Cat the first time, I noted that it didn't have the friendly monster music, but I was still like, give that fucker an emerald.
Yeah, we're like, we gotta come back when we have diamonds.
Okay, I hope we haven't given Gimme Cat...
Too many diamonds?
Yeah.
Look, we have 2 diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna need 1 for Jan.
Uh-huh.
The Jabberwock wants an emerald. So I think we're okay there, but the Gimme Cat is a lie.
Okay, that's so scary.
That you were like, how could you use up all
That's so scary.
The Gimme Cat could fuck you.
That's so scary.
And then, how many ragtime mice have we found?
I don't know.
There are 16 questions.
Definitely not. We haven't even found him like 10 times.
Yeah, we've found the Trivia Master like 4 times, maybe.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to find him some more before we're done with this.
Okay, the way it works is it appears randomly in forests on the world map. The number of times it can be encountered is limited per how far in the game the player is, but it's cumulative. So like, after gaining the Hildegard 3, all encounters are available.
So we just run around in forests.
Like, it's possible to... Yeah. The ragtime mouse appears only after 20 seconds have passed on the world map since the last battle. Yeah, the condition makes the chances of it appearing twice in a row in the same forest seemingly very low, but it's perfectly possible to do it if you just don't move for 20 seconds between each encounter. Ugh. Every frame during which the player is running after this limit is hit has a 1 in 231 or 1 in 365 chance to trigger an encounter with the ragtime mouse. And then, except for the final question, they're all asked randomly, and I have like a list of them. So that's how that works. And right now you're in the areas north of Oilvert in the evening on the plains and forests.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Guys, you can start fucking going at any time. What,
dude? I don't know what they're waiting for sometimes.
I've like input actions for all of my little guys, my team,
your party,
and they're all sitting there like waiting to execute while this fucking, I don't know, living house with cats underneath it.
Yeah, it's an Armstrong house.
An Armstrong house. Just blasts us again and again. This is like, people have complained about this.
This starts being a thing that we start noticing at this point more and more. I don't know if all of our characters are too slow or what's going on.
I think it's like a well-known like glitch / defect in the combat of this game where like,
we start feeling it. I do not understand it sometimes.
What is happening?
Are they waiting for it to go?
What the fuck is happening right now?
I don't know, dude. Ico finally went. I really don't know the fucking answer.
Anyway, there's also other things going on in the world besides Final Fantasy, and you're reading your little window to the outside.
Yeah, the Mario movie trailer had just dropped.
Huge news at the time. I mean, like everyone was
ablaze with tweets.
Everyone was inundated with marketing.
Somebody painted Mario. That new trailer is
is there a new one?
Oh dude, you are gonna, I think, love it.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't hate that last one, right? I mean, I didn't hate it. Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, I think my feelings on the prospect of the movie at the time before the trailer were like ambivalent. Like I didn't think it was sacrilege to make a Mario movie or anything like that.
Yeah, you were medium to positive.
I mean, I was worried they were going to make Peach's tits too small. You know, and like really ready to just rip into Nintendo for this. But other than that,
so many tweets in my drafts. What's wild about it is how definitively I feel like this trailer was like, you've never seen a video game movie represent its video game like this before. We should watch the Mario trailer.
Definitely. I just gotta find Jabberwock. Fucking die, please. God damn it.
Like, I don't even know what to think of this new Mario trailer, honestly. It looks like they're doing
pretty good.
It looked like there was some fun stuff and stuff. I don't know.
It'll probably be pretty good.
I remember having an adverse reaction to the marketing for this movie because I was just like cynical about the nostalgia baiting, the like way that they're trying to play on our emotions. It didn't feel good to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had announced that Chris Pratt was Mario, which is like...
That wasn't my problem. Jack Black looks good, man.
Yeah, the Chris Pratt of it all, though, is so horrible.
Yeah.
I just think it sounds wrong.
Mushroom Kingdom!
Oh, I've been healing him. That's what's going on here.
It felt to me so much like, you remember all those things from actual Mario games? Like, those are all gonna be here, and we're just gonna be doing jokes around them. And then, you know, Bowser's gonna be the bad guy.
Sounds like a movie, alright.
Yeah. It's just crazy that they ever didn't do this, and they made that fucking other one.
Well, you know, movies used to be a lot better than they are now. So they were like, it has to be interesting.
I know a guy who was on acid and walked into a movie theater and picked a movie with his buddy, and that movie turned out to be the Super Mario Brothers movie in the 90s. And I can't imagine what that experience was like. I'm sure he had a much
more memorable time than if he saw the Super Mario Brothers movie from 2023, whatever, 22. When did this come out?
I think in 2023, the trailer, we're at the end of 2022,
yeah.
And the marketing is turned on.
Turning on.
You're right.
They were trying to make it
They were like,
back then.
We shouldn't just give them the candy that they ask for.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
children.
You know, it was back in the golden days of the 90s when cinema was...
What's this name, the area called?
I don't know. It said dusk-tinged regions north of Oilbert, right? In the plains?
Or forests.
Mm-hmm.
Is the grass the plains?
I would assume so. I am in Seaways Canyon.
Is there like a forest closer to Oilbert? That's
Oilbert is right here.
Okay, alright. Yeah, you gotta be in the right areas.
I need a chocobo to get into the forest. It's right here.
Just to remind everyone, I'm looking for the friendly monster Jabberwock, and I've been fighting these house things, the Armstrongs, and he just isn't coming up. I can't tell if I'm in the wrong area.
And while you do that, I set up the laptop so that we can watch the Mario trailer. Because I think it would be least disruptive to the various systems, we're gonna put on the Mario trailer on this.
Okay. I mean, this is a pretty Jabberwock looking forest.
This is the one by the Chocobo tracks. I felt pretty confident it's gotta be in here, even if it takes a little while to find it. I love watching an ad before watching an ad. Man, I hate that.
You don't like the recontextualization of a really well-known piece of music to make it sound mysterious and epic?
No, I don't.
I hate it too.
And I think part of what I hate is that it's doing something to me still. Like, it works on some level.
Yeah, it's like the doctor hitting your knee with like a rubber mallet. It's like the that of art.
We have like a bemused and confused look on our face.
I think I look disgusted. Like, I look like I'm despairing for humanity.
I like put my hand over my chin like,
But I'm about to rule the world. Wow, yay. You think I know every human being with a mustache wearing an identical outfit with a hat with the letter of his first name on it? Because I don't.
they were doing a Rainbow Road cart.
Look, man,
Look,
it looks exciting.
look.
I also...
Mario on a cart
just tired
on
of
a
being
Rainbow Road.
like this.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, why does it need to be epic?
There's nothing inherently wrong with that movie other than its story structure, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess we don't have to get into that, but something sucks about being like marketed to in a way that's like, do you remember this? And it's this thing that's like in your face all the time, 24/7, and has been since you were like 3.
We just are still playing Mario. You know, because like when they do it like that, I'm just
Tired of them trying to take me on the dopamine
Don't you
slide.
understand? That makes my spine tingle when I hear it like ding, ding,
I need
ding.
sound. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah! You found the Jabberwock.
Yeah, I didn't need sound as like if there's no sound playing, I have an anxiety attack. I needed sound because I needed to know if this was the friendly monster.
And it is.
And it is.
No, everything...
Actually, it doesn't. It made me angry. Like, I should like that, but it made me mad.
That's the thing, the way that they do that music is clearly... It makes me mad because it's clearly intended to make your spine tingle.
Exactly, but it's like about why? For what
Because
exactly?
of the... Because...
Don't you remember?
The level of nostalgia that we're susceptible to is like you've never seen it before.
In so long. I saw it.
I know.
I know. It hasn't left my eyes since I was 8.
Go back.
Yeah, it's been a constant.
Kingdom.
It's been right
You
here.
can now go back.
We can go back.
We got the Jabberwock. And that's where we're going to end episode 50. There's new Mario games all the time.
I know. I don't want to harp on this because this movie is so
like the
old
movie.
at this point,
Like they
but,
feel like that.
I'm so tired of being subjected to it. I think I'm just too old to be looking at all the media all the time. You
It's
know,
funny.
It's like I'm middle-aged now, and I'm like, the Mario movie's not for me. But
Whatever.
What's
funny is the next day I come in and I'm like, I start telling you about how if this hits, expect to have this treatment done to Link.
I know, and
all that
they're
stuff, and you're
now
just
they're now
immediately
talking
horrified,
about
and
the
it's
Zelda
already-
movie,
yeah, we're
and
doing-
I'm just
we're
like,
in that world
I'm like,
now.
well, also I'm like, Never mind. There's a lot of reasons to despair about the current state of the world, and the Mario movie is no longer one of them. And in the future, the Link movie might be one of them, or the Zelda movie, whatever. But like right now, that's the Fallout TV show was great. So look, video game adaptations in general are getting better than they were.
Yes, overall.
And that's good.
And I think it's from the philosophy of the stuff from the game should be in it.
Yeah. And so, some of the stuff from the game was in the Mario movie. It's so long ago that I saw it, I barely even remember it. I can't even speak to it right now. It just brings up this feeling in me.
But hey, friendly monsters, it's stellazios and frogs.
Yeah.
We've got the bistro fork now.
And we found the Jabberwock, which means that really we just have to learn that we didn't actually get that one friendly monster on the ice continent at some point in the future and go back and get that one, and then we can go see Yan.
Next week, there's still one more episode of hemming and hawing before going to Ibsen's castle. But yeah, we do everything else that we can before going to Ibsen. And end next week in front of Ibsen's castle.
So that's it. We're deep into the end game.
Mm-hmm.
We're not at the Ibsen's castle, as we said, is not the point of no return, but we're treating it like one.
Yep.
So yeah, more extra stuff next week.
And then we will move forward in the story for real.
We'll go to Ibsen. We'll move on.
Oh, but before we go, let's check in with the dog net and see if there are any messages for us.
Let's blow on the flute. Play the Magic Dog song.
Maylee, come here. Here you are. Oh, thank you for this message. You deserve a treat for that. These are the whole jerky bites, Alaskan salmon, and pear jerky made with skin-on salmon fillets.
I like how you do this treat bit like it's paid ad copy. Like, you're like, you deserve a treat. This Mognet not brought to you by these dog treats, by the way. Oh, they smell bad?
Yeah, well, they smell like, you can really smell the salmon. They smell like fishy. We're gonna go Google.
Oh, yeah, that's musky. That's fish musk. Mm-hmm. Salmon and pear jerky. I kind of want to try it almost.
I'm not going to stop you.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I said almost.
We do have a history of this.
It's only salmon, pears, and natural flavor. Anyway, read the message.
Yes, this message reads, do you enjoy late 90s to early 2000s game and anime soundtracks? Then Nashville-based composer Sam Winters just might have something for you. Sometimes danceable, jazz-infused bops, other times guitar-driven melodic soundscapes. His musical pieces will paint a picture of nostalgic digital landscapes from your memories. Give an aspiring game composer a shot and check out samwintersmusic.com. And he sent us a link to his demo reel.
Oh, yes. Another musician. I'm excited about this. Is this going to be like... Oh, yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very like city pop. Oh, man.
Stage select.
I love that bass line. That absolutely kicks ass. Oh my god, somebody make a video game. Hire him to do the soundtrack.
Yeah, and you can do that at samwintersmusic.com. That's SAMWINTERS music.com.
Had some serious funk to it.
Thank you, Sam, for that message.
Thank you so much.
If you're interested in a Mognet, they are just $25 each. Email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. We do payments through PayPal. We're closing in on the end, but I think there's still time to get a message on.
Get your messages in for posterity. Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. You know, your support helps keep the show going, and we're so grateful for all the support we get. If you'd like to join the ranks of the Patreon, head on over to patreon.com/nocat. That's NOCKAT. And for $5 a month, you unlock the video version and all of the bonus content. That includes full playthroughs of games that are unedited that we've posted up there, and watch-throughs of things like Advent Children and a bunch of other random junk, some bonus episodes and things like that. So head on over to patreon.com/nocat, and also head on over to Etsy. If you want to buy our merchandise, t-shirts and mugs, you can buy that stuff at Etsy.com.
It's a great way to support.
No one can know about this. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts.
Yep. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends about the show.
Replay FF9.
Yeah, make street art about the show.
And then take a picture of it and send it to us.
Yeah, gram it.
What are we having for dessert?
This week we're going to brush up on and practice different skills for eating leather for all of those poor bets we've made that'll, come due in the coming years.
I do need to know how to digest leather for the day where
you
that's
gotta eat
all
your
I
shoes,
can eat.
Because you've said you'd eat your shoes so many times. And we all have at this point, right? I mean, how many times have each of us said it? We got to get ready. The bill's going to come due someday.
So that's what's for dessert? We're eating leather to practice.
Hats, too. I mean, I guess we should
Wallets.
we got to practice canvas, too. I mean, it's made out of all kinds of things.
My mom sent me a New York Times article, and the headline is, "Physicists create, quote, the smallest, crummiest wormhole you can imagine."
What kind of editorializing is that, dude? I mean, why include that?
What are we talking about?
Did they interview the most depressed scientist of all time?
What we have here is, in its construct and structure, is a baby wormhole. And we hope that we can make adult wormholes and toddler wormholes step by step.
Adult wormholes and toddler wormholes, huh?
Yeah, that's what they want to make. But right now, it's just
It's just
you know what that you know why they're probably saying that is like nobody should freak out about
It's
this,
an
okay?
itsy
We're just
bitsy-
making a little crummy, small, tiny wormhole, okay? The wormhole that Dr. Spiro Pulu and her colleagues created and exploited is not a tunnel through real physical space, but rather through an emergent two-dimensional space. The black holes were not real ones that could swallow the computer, but lines of code in a quantum computer. Strictly speaking, the results only apply to a simplified toy model of a universe. Who cares?